What's up, Taurus? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading here at the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. I'm happy to have you all out there. Please come into this tarot reading with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to maybe learn something or better yourself, better your situation. Always best to trust your own intuition above all else, because ultimately you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. That's kind of the drill here. Let's go ahead and set the intention now to get my Taurus squad out there. Clear, helpful, and insightful messages for wherever they are currently at on their spiritual path. All right, 2 more cards and we will hop in. I hope you guys are doing well. We are in the thick of eclipse season, so take it easy on yourself. Be compassionate and kind to yourself. I think that's good advice for every zodiac sign right now. Ooh, but especially you, Taurus. All right, so starting off your spread here in the middle, in the heart of it all, you have 5 of Pentacles. So that is going through it. It's a Mercury card. Sometimes, I don't know, usually there's 2 people in this card, so it can sometimes indicate a lack of communication or feeling like frozen out or things being put on pause or, just challenges, obstacles, struggles. Any 5, it's like, agents of change and chaos. In the past, you're coming from a place of Page of Swords, feeling like you have to walk the line, but it almost has to do with like, not the Johnny Cash song. It's almost like walking on eggshells is what I was trying to say, or having to tiptoe around something because it's like you're trying to not disturb the peace, or and maybe this has to do with someone else in your life coming to you for something, but I don't know, feeling kind of isolated or rejected. This may also have to do with a child too, who's needing you in some way or wanting to spend more time with you, and maybe you're just super busy with work or something like that. But there's something like a lonely child, and some of you that may be talking about your own inner child too. Okay, so interesting. So the goal coming up is the Wheel of Fortune. So let's figure out how we get this Wheel of Fortune a moving, because that would obviously be helpful to you in some capacity, with the Wheel of Fortune representing destiny, divine timing, blessings, an influx of abundance, that sort of thing. So what are you thinking right now? 7 of Wands. Ooh, I think you're wondering if you're going to have to fight for something. A lot of the Aries and Libra stuff going on, because that's where the eclipses have been right now, has a lot to do with the self and the other. Venus is the planet of peace and love and relationships and teamwork. And Aries is sort of that separating, independent, kind of rebellious go-getter, striking out on their own energy. So I don't know, a lot of times there's been themes coming up of needing to fight for who or what we love, and knowing when to pull our energy back, because ultimately some things just aren't worth fighting for. So what you're feeling, though, is the Lovers. Oh, what a great Lovers card. I just think that's so cool. I like her little striped tights there. I just think that's adorable. So that indicates to me that this is very likely having to do with a romantic relationship in your life. I'm sort of getting this idea in the past. It's like, hey, don't forget about me. I'm literally hearing that. I don't know if that's actually being vocalized or that's what's going on in someone's head, but it's like, don't forget about me, or I hope they don't forget about me. So either that's you or someone else in your energy. So with the 5 of Pentacles, especially because it's a card of solitude here, there's not 2 people, trying to problem solve something together. I would guess that whoever this lover represents in your life, you're probably not with them at the moment. I don't know if you guys took a break or they're at a distance. Are they traveling? I have a feeling it's probably because there was some trouble in paradise. Maybe there was some tension. Maybe there was some arguments. Maybe there was some fighting, some conflict, some war. And now it's sort of like you're having to pick up the pieces on your own, but I think you're wondering if it's maybe worth revisiting. The goal is the Wheel of Fortune, though. So for some of you might be trying to get out of an unhappy marriage or to get out of an unhappy relationship. But then I'm wondering what that whole message of don't forget about me is, because that complicates it. So the immediate help you have available to you, again, what a great card, is the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is like the happily ever after, the fairy tale ending in terms of how things feel, like the emotional stuff. There's some sort of heightened emotion where things feel, in theory, very good. Or because that's coming through, as the help that is immediately available to you, For some of you, if you're not feeling that way right now, it might be indicating that the fact that you're able to understand that we're like the relationship that you've been participating in maybe isn't checking off all the boxes. It's almost like the help available to you is moving towards something that feels better, that feels more like home, that feels more like the happily ever after fairy tale ending you envisioned. For a lot of you, it does seem like you have family that is willing to support you. You know, if you're moving out from your ex's house, you know, maybe you have to crash with family or siblings or something for a bit. And, you know, friends or the family you choose, I would say you have several people showing up who are able to support you. And, you know, it's kind of nice, Taurus, like for a change, you're able to lean on them for support because typically that's kind of like the role you play in a lot of your relationships. The Ten of Cups to the Death card. Interesting. So this may or may not involve a Scorpio. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's almost like with those two cards, my instincts are to say like something coming to an end regarding a family or like a happily ever after. With the Death card, it's going through some sort of major transformation. But again, it's coming up as help available that is leading us to the Wheel of Fortune. So I don't know, like it's a little bit muddled to me right now what this message is. The action that we're going to revisit that. The action that you're being advised to take here is the Hermit. So a period of solitude, a period of rest, a period of soul searching, of needing to kind of reconnect with your soul calling, with your calling in some capacity. It's Virgo energy, and again, it's very separate. It's very independent. It's not. You know, the Hermit is quite literally in hermit mode, so he's not around a lot of people. There might be going into like the word study is coming through, something to do with studying or education or sort of needing to detach from sort of the external buzz and noises around to really focus in your energy on something that you're looking to grow and expand. Maybe that has to do with your money, your job, your finances. And then the Ace of Wands. So there's also some sort of creative opportunity that the universe is asking you to move forward with. I also think, too, if this is a situation where I don't know, if the storyline resonates where you're thinking about someone from your past, you know, romantically, but you're not with them, maybe there was a fight, maybe there was some sort of challenge or struggle, it could be that after a period of solitude and being able to sort of recollect yourself, you might be able to revisit this again, in which case your action card is saying coming out of a period of silence in order to communicate, to push the wheel forward and get things to progress. Yeah, for some of you, you're just dealing with a Scorpio or a Virgo or possibly a Gemini. Those are the zodiac signs that want to come out the strongest. Page of Swords, too, to the Five of Pentacles, to the Wheel of Fortune is getting some sort of news or information that puts you in an awkward position. And that's what's going on presently. I'm not predicting that, but yeah, for some of you, it's like even getting some sort of like bill that you weren't expecting, and now you're having to pay extra money, and it's kind of putting you out. So the goal, obviously, is to get our money back in order, if that's the case, or to get things back to stability, but in a way where we're feeling like we are achieving growth or saving money or moving towards things that we want to accomplish that we see a lot of like benefit in with the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to take a look at this one more time. And I mean, maybe this has nothing to do with you being in a fight with your partner, but maybe you yourself are going through something that it's not to say you don't have support, but some things in life you do kind of have to solve yourself. So maybe this is leaning into sort of the lessons of the Aries Mars energy, right? Which for you, Taurus Risings anyway, is 12th house stuff. So that can be sort of a blind spot or a challenge. Maybe this is having you reassess areas in life where maybe you have been a little bit codependent or reliant on others. And no offense, right? You know, I don't say this with judgment, but maybe where you've taken things for granted or taken advantage of situations where things were easily given to you or provided for you. And now you've sort of reached sort of this, hey, you're off on your own now, kid, and you're kind of having to find your way out in the world again. And I say, hey, you're on your own, kid. But, you could be any age. You don't have to be literally a kid. But yeah, it could be that some sort of support or financial, I'm hearing the word reliability. But I guess that means like something that was stable in your life, something that was providing stability, that seems to be being shaken up. And I don't do fear-based readings. That's not what this is about. But, maybe they're doing layoffs at your work or again, maybe you're moving out from a community or a place that you live where you had a lot of support. It's not to say you don't have, I'll say this, emotional support, people who are willing to talk to you about what's going on and, address the feelings. But these two cards indicate to me that you are being asked to step up and do something independently or do it on your own or I'm even going to say this, fighting your own battles. If you are in a relationship and it's happy and it's cool and it's great, there's almost a message here of you can't let other people fight your battles for you this time around. And I don't know if that was a luxury you had before. Again, I'm not speaking to all of you, but yeah, there's something about you needing to step up and fight for something. And with the Ace of Wands, really vocalize your truth. To speak your truth, to make it known. And for some of you, it's speaking very passionately about something you are either passionate about, or again, using that Mars, like I'm very passionate about this subject and this topic, and like I need to express myself and be heard. Whatever that is for you, that is going to open up this wheel of fortune where things start to progress in a more pleasant way. It gets you out of this sort of stuck energy or feels like you're pushing a rock up against a hill. That's sort of what this Five of Pentacles, looks like. It doesn't look like a comfortable energy. It looks chilly. It looks icy. Someone may want to come out from the cold with you too. So if there is a strained relationship in your life, someone may be coming back around to revisit this and make some sort of, I don't see an apology, but I do see a communication after a period of silence. I do think you have a Scorpio who's kind of stalking you or checking you out, but they're not making themselves known. It's like they're trying to be discreet. It's like they're trying to hide their face under this umbrella, but like they're peeking out to check in on you, to check in on you and look and see what you're doing. Others of you, that's just indicating a friend or a family member who's a little bit concerned or worried about you, but they're also not trying to intervene unnecessarily. Like if you don't want their help, they're not trying to introduce themselves to it, but it's like they're looking out for you in a way. I almost think too, for some of you, it's like a guardian angel or a spirit guide. It's like you have someone checking in on you. And it's not like a creepy, scary message. Even if it is an ex, it's someone who it's like they're curious and they're peeking in because it's like they want to make sure that you're doing okay without them or something like that. Others of you, that almost feels like a symbolic message of someone who you lost in life, right? Someone who is no longer here on the 3D, someone who is in the spiritual realm now. It's like that person checks in on you. It's like, yeah, I just keep hearing they want to make sure you're all right. They want to make sure you're all right. All right, for Taurus. That says presence. You're being asked to spend more time in the present moment and to stop ruminating about the past or longing for the future. Your life is happening now, and when you're not present for it, you miss all of its beauty. All right, Taurus, that's what I got for you this week. Hopefully this was helpful to some of you out there. Please like the video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be alerted when I post readings in the future. I appreciate you being here today, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.